So we've got some good news. There's been a bounce in consumer sentiment in the month of December, lifting from 78 to 80.3. That's a 3% increase. When we asked people what are the major news items that are affecting their thinking, 59% of them said inflation, by far the dominant category. 35% said the state of the economy, and 23% said interest rates. And when we asked their view on these particular categories, deeply negative, particularly around inflation. The interest rate story was interesting. We saw some signs that that consumers are starting to see that the bulk of the interest rate hikes are now behind them rather than ahead of them, and certainly that's our forecast. We think that we've already seen 3 percentage points in rate hikes. We're looking for another 0.75 over the course of the first half of next year. But we saw an 11.3% lift in how mortgage borrowers are feeling at the moment. It's coming from very low levels, but certainly quite a nice lift. And when we asked them how the outlook for their finances, that was up 6.9% over the next 12 months, another welcome result. By far the most stunning result was a 27% lift in the outlook for house prices. Now that's pushed that particular index into territory where more people are expecting house prices to rise and fall. I expect that is an overreaction, but it is certainly a very interesting one to watch in the sense that some confidence coming back into the housing market. Finally, risk aversion still remains very strong with consumers. 55% of them are expecting that the best place to save is bank deposits or to pay down debt, and only 15% are saying the best place to save is either in equities or in property. So an interesting survey this time, some green shoots, but the major picture continues to be that consumer sentiment is deeply weak at the moment, and next year I think we'll really start to see that weak sentiment weigh on consumer spending and the overall growth story, and in fact we expect that the economy will be stagnating in the second half of 2023.